Hey y'all, today I am on a train. I am leaving New Orleans, Louisiana. So sad. I had a great time in New Orleans. And now I'm on the train. I'm going to watch a horror movie on Tubi. I saw that they have the movie Victor Crowley, which is one of my favorite horror movies. And it's a very New Orleans type movie, so it's perfect for this train ride. It's on Tubi today. Victor Crowley. So I just finished watching Victor Crowley, also known as Hatchet Part 4. Now, I love this movie. I'm so glad it's on Tubi. I think all the Hatchets are on Tubi right now, so you can watch them all. And it's especially interesting watching it going through the swamplands of the New Orleans area here in Louisiana. I am on the train, sort of leaving New Orleans, and like I said, I love this movie. The first time I saw it was actually in the theater on Halloween in New Orleans. I saw a special screening of it, and the director, Adam Green, was there. Adam Green is a great director. He made that movie Frozen, the good one, not that Disney shit. So he makes good horror movies. And I remember it was a very special evening on that Halloween. So that was back when they used to have Movie Pass. So this was like eight years ago. And Movie Pass would let me see a free movie, for like $9 a month. It was ridiculous. And somehow, I don't know how, but it worked for this movie in New Orleans. And I just happened to be in New Orleans on Halloween. And I said, well, I checked through the Movie Pass thing, and I was like, wow, I can actually go see this movie, Victor Crowley. And of all places to see it, to see it in New Orleans would be super cool, because I know that's sort of the birthplace of the Hatchet series. So I remember I went there, and the director, Adam Green, was actually there at the screening. So that was super cool. The movie hadn't been released to the public yet. It was a really special event. And I remember Adam Green got to the front, and I remember he actually got a little choked up when he was talking about how he kind of dedicated this movie to his idol, Wes Craven, who had passed away either that year or a few years earlier. He presented his movie, and there were other special guests there too, including Kane Hodder, who plays Victor Crowley, and who was also like Jason in Friday the 13th in one of those versions of it. And the coolest thing, I was one of the last people in the theater because it all just sort of was happenstance that there was a seat available, and that I was there in New Orleans, and that I could get a Movie Pass free ticket to the movie. So I was like one of the very last people, and I sat like near the back. I was like, there was like only one or two rows behind me. So I was in the very back. But it was kind of amazing what happened, because guess who sat behind me? After Kane Hodder spoke little at the front, he went to the very back and he sat behind me. So I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there watching Victor Crowley, and Victor Crowley himself is sitting behind me. And this guy is huge, Kane Hodder, if you've ever seen him. And I'm like, teeny tiny compared to him. He could have just like swatted me and completely taken me out. But he was very nice. Everyone was really nice. Adam Green was pretty amazing. He's like a genius. And the movie was a riot, especially if you see it there in the theater. It had, it's really funny. It's got all the, just like insane gore, and it's got lots of jump scares, and of course, Kane Hodder as Victor Crowley is absolutely terrifying. And it was also great to see Perry Shen back. He was in the original Hatchet 1. He's so funny. He kind of looks like me too. Yeah, just a great character. Although my favorite character was probably Dylan. He reminded me a lot of me. He kept talking about his YouTube channel and how it's called Chillin' with Dylan, and he has 58 subscribers. Gosh, I wish I had 58 subscribers. But yeah, he was a great comic relief in the movie. So yeah, just such a great memory. And it's been many years since I had seen it, and I thought, why not check it out again while I'm actually in New Orleans, to relive that moment and see one of the great iconic monster movies. So if you get a chance, if you're in New Orleans, or at least traveling by train, or if you just want to see a really scary movie, watch on Tubi. It's free. It's Victor Crowley. So the Duck highly recommends Victor Crowley. Watch it again if you haven't seen it in a while.